It's so nice to work in a freshly clean space. Anyway, hi! If you're new here, I'm Carrie from InvisArt Planners, and I talk about all things digital planning and stationery on this channel. I can't believe that it's already April. I didn't get a whole lot done last month because we had a lot of personal stuff going on. A lot of it was fun. We caught up with family we haven't seen in a while, celebrated a loved one's birthday with a bunch of super delicious meals, and I finished up my tennis season. Some of it, though, wasn't as fun. One of our doggos had an old injury flare-up, and we've been trying to manage that. I'm closing up March the same way as I did in February. If you want to take a closer look at that process, check out the video linked in the corner, and I'll add it to the description too. I filled in a few memories as the month went on, and then added the rest at the end. One of the things we did was we went to see a local production of Grease, and it was so good. But what really made it memorable was that we actually had to evacuate before intermission because the smoke machine set off the fire alarms. We all initially thought it was part of the show because the performers kept going too. Luckily, there was no real danger, and after about half an hour, we got to go back in and enjoy the rest of the show. Last month, we were so busy that I even missed filling in a couple of weekly spreads this month. So I'm going to go ahead and delete the unused weeklies because I really don't like having blank spreads in my planner once those dates have passed. It feels incomplete, and I don't like sweeping through them to get to other pages because it makes me feel kind of bad that I didn't fill it in. It's actually the thing that derailed my use of dated paper planners, and why I loved bullet journaling so much, and why I love digital planning. In bullet journaling, I could add the dates as I went, and with digital planning, it's easy to delete unused spreads. In paper planners, there wasn't much I could do about unused pages because tearing out the pages either meant losing one of the other days that were filled in, or it would compromise the physical structure of the planner. So, I could use it as motivation to use a planner, but it still didn't work for me. That's just how it goes. I'll miss a day here, a week there. No matter how much I want to fill in every day, it's just not something that I do. So moving on to March to add in my favorites. So much of the month revolved around food and family and friends, and it was awesome. But we also spent a lot of time prepping the garden, starting seedlings, and I can't wait to put those plants in the ground. I'm also pretty worried about the pest pressure because I know we've got slugs and some other bugs out there that'll be a little tough to figure out, but I'm looking forward to learning. There's a lot that I want to work on in April. Way more than I could possibly finish. And even more ideas that I want to work on too. and it makes my mind feel kind of fuzzy and loud. So to help, I'm going to do a quick brain dump of everything I want to get done and all of the ideas that I have in this book here. Once I see it on paper, it becomes a lot easier to figure out what needs to get done, what I can add to my list as a reach goal, and what has to go on the back burner for now. Sometimes I'll take it a step farther and use the Eisenhower matrix, but I don't think I need that this month. Just seeing everything written out like this is enough to help me prioritize. So once my list gets written out, I'll decide what to add to my dashboard and start planning the month. My calendar setup is the same as usual. I added appointments, events, and birthdays, but not much else. It's the fastest part of the setup, which is nice, because I don't really reference it throughout the month anyway. I only come back to add memories, pictures, here and there. I don't use it to keep track of appointments, even though they are a nice extra reminder. This dashboard has quickly become one of my favorite spreads. I check in with it when I set up my weekly spreads or when I have a hard time figuring out what I should be working on any given day. One thing I'm really focusing on this month is getting things done and not worrying about perfection. There's an older Vlogbrothers video where Hank Green talks about done being better than perfect. I'll link the video in the description. But he talks about launching projects when they're about 80% as good as he can make it, because really it's impossible to get to that 100% mark. And you have to do the work and launch it to know how it'll turn out. I'm really trying to adopt that mentality because it's so easy to get caught up on perfection and overthinking and overtuning every little thing. So having this bird's eye view helps me prioritize projects and tasks and judge when it's time to call a project done and move on to the next. Seeing what's coming up is also a really great motivation to finish projects because starting a new one is always the most exciting part for me. At this stage, the possibilities are endless. Though that can be a problem because sometimes I spend too much time dreaming and definitely not enough time doing. This month's dashboard is pretty similar to last month's. Even the habits that I'm tracking are the same this month. Except I'm not adding a garden list because I'm making a whole separate dashboard for that. What's nice about this planner is that it includes a blank grid, so it's easy to build custom layouts and dashboards. I just used the included widgets. I made these garden and spring cleaning dashboards last year. These spring cleaning widgets with preset tasks are available for free on our website when you sign up for our newsletter. We also have cute cleaning stickers and widgets available in our shop. I'm thinking about making a cleaning dashboard for this year's spring cleaning spree, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. Let me know in the comments if that's something you'd like to see. The blank grid is an included template that you just have to copy and paste into place like you would any other page. Here's how. Tap on these three dots and choose Copy Page. Go back to April or wherever you'd like to add this page behind. Tap on the page with a plus and select Paste Page. And that's it. It's super simple. Now I just have to add my widgets. And I'll probably add that cute drawing from last year. We created it for Hops and Buddies and it fit perfectly for that spread. So we've already started seeds and getting the yard and soil prep to grow herbs, veggies, and flowers. So I'm not going to use this spread to list out all the seeds that we've started. That list would just be too long. But I am going to have a list of the next set of seedlings I want to start, and I'll adjust the list as I finish them. I'm also keeping track of larger projects, like our rain barrow install, trimming established trees, and maybe creating space for some new garden beds. I'm going to also have a list for seeds and plants that I'm looking for, and another one for things to look up or research or try. I'm using different widgets to create my lists and sizing them to fit on the preset grid. I love it because it helps me keep the sizing and spacing consistent so it looks tidy and balanced when I'm done. I keep track of most of our garden stuff in Notion, like full project to-do lists, all of the plants that we do have, what status they are, whether they're seedlings or fully grown, or maybe I'm trying to rehab them. I also keep the list of amendments and pest treatments there. But I'm going to use this dashboard as a reference for my weekly and monthly setups. And here's another quick tip. Whether you're using our widget, your own, or someone else's, you can adjust the title by using the screenshot method. Use the lasso tool, make sure images is toggled on, and select a small portion of the title background. Tap on the screen and hit these 3 dots to expand the menu and choose Take Screenshot. Tap on this top icon and select Copy. And adjust the size and move it into place. I prefer doing it this way because you can use the text or pen tool to adjust the title easily and select it with the lasso tool. If you use the pen tool, select the color of the background and then use it to quote-unquote erase the background. It'll be hard to use the lasso tool to select only the title to adjust the size or positioning if you wrote it in with the pen tool, because it'll take the eraser marks too. Using the screenshot method just gives us an extra layer of flexibility until we actually hopefully get layers in the future. Here's to hoping. Anyway, let's finalize this page. I'm going to finish up the headers and fill in all of the lists. I really like having my page titles to have wider tracking, or, more space between the letters. For widget titles, the regular spacing is okay, but I decided to try and adjust this one for the page header. To do that, I added a space between all of the letters, but that was too much space, so I shrunk one space to 5-point font and pasted them between each letter. Was it necessary? Nah, it wasn't efficient either. It was extra, but I love how it turned out and it matches the other pages. So I'm going to call that time well spent. Because this is what it looked like with regular tracking versus the extra space, and I really like how the extra space looks. And this last part is my favorite part, adding stickers to make the page look cute. So I'm ready for April and I can't wait to see our garden grow. I hope this month is good to you and that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for more videos like this. If there's something you'd like to see in these Plan With Me's or other types of videos, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. If you want to see more Plan With Me's like this, check out these videos, and until next time, bye!